what's up, y'all? It's Mma Analyst. Here to do a quick picks video. Been kind of busy lately, y'all. Actually, my baby girl was born, so, yeah, you know. So, chilling, and World Cup's on, so you put those two things together, man, I'm busy as hell. But, I will do a quick picks for this Fedor versus Werdum card. But I'll be back in action 100% in full effect for UFC 116. I'll tell you right now, just a little heads up, since I've been away for so long, Lesnar's getting rocked in that fight. I will do that whole card, but I'll tell you right now, Lesnar's going to get smashed. Simple as that. But Strikeforce, Fedor versus Werdum. Really, it's Fedor fighting on a card, so that's great. Outside of that, though, there's not much when it comes to intrigue, other than maybe being able to see, Christine, Cyborg, Santos smash somebody, and maybe see Kung Lee do a couple spinning kicks before he gets finished. But yeah, Josh Thompson taking on Pat Healy. I'm picking Josh Thompson. It's just a situation where one of these guys is, close to top 10. One of these guys is, he's there, and the other guy's not. And Josh Thompson's the guy. I think Josh Thompson will be able to win by decision. Not a blowout, but it'll be a unanimous decision for Josh Thompson. Kung Lee versus Scott Smith. Damn, I mean, I kind of want to pick Kung Lee, but when it comes down to it, I got to go with Scott Smith. I think it's not going to look exactly like the last time. I don't know, the thing about picking somebody like Scott Smith, just a brawler, it's, they do the same thing. You know what they're going to do. They're going to come out. They're going to throw wild. They're going to, power up on their punches every time. And if they catch the guy that they're hunting, they'll win. And if not, they're going to lose. Kung Lee, he's, took some time off to do a movie, came back. He was winning the first fight. And actually, he took time off to do many movies. But anyways, came back. His first fight was against Scott Smith. He was winning 2 rounds and completely gassed and got finished in the third. In this fight, although, I would normally pick somebody like Kung Lee over somebody like Scott Smith, and I did pick Kung Lee the first time, F it, y'all. I'm picking Kung Lee. I just can't go with the barroom brawler. I just can't do it, y'all. Can't do it. I'm picking Kung Lee. Hopefully he's able to, hold off on so many flashy what's the stuff? Cardio, draining types of kicks. When you're doing spinning kicks and all these types of kicks over and over again and non-stop kicking, that does wear on your cardio. And if you have cardio issues, it's going to get you. So, hopefully Kung Lee's able to go out there and avoid the big shot. So I'm picking Kung Lee. Cyborg versus Jan Finney. Jan Finney, mad props to her for taking this fight. She's a fighter, why wouldn't she? But the reality is, I think right now she's 8-7. She's on a 4-fight winning streak, I'm pretty sure. That means, my math is pretty easy. She was 4-7 at one point, right? She was 3-6 at one point. She had a, 4-fight losing streak in 2007. She fought 4 times in 2007 and didn't win once. Now, during that time, she did fight some of the top girls. Misha Tate. Holla. Julie Kedzie, Shayna Baszler, and Erin Tohill in 2008. So it's not like she's been fighting, chumps. She also fought Julie Kedzie 2 other times. So, obviously that speaks to a whole different issue with female MMA, which is there's just not enough top competition. There's not enough good competition. Jan Finney's not even normally the same weight class as Cyborg. So we've got somebody who's not one of the best in the world at her own division stepping up to fight Christine Cyborg Santos. And It's gonna be nasty, y'all. Cyborg can beat up some dudes, so I know she can beat up a smaller girl. Fedor versus Fabricio Werdum. It's why we're all here. It's why we're all gonna try and tune in some way, because Strikeforce is, Strikeforce is effing up. If you really want to ask me, if you want my opinion, I know they can't really do certain. It's not their fault for everything. It's not their fault. Their guys are, involved in brawls, and two other champions are on suspension, and another one got, they picked up the contract and didn't have a champions clause. That's not their fault. And it's not their fault that Dan Henderson came over and got whooped against the guy that's leaving. And, it's not their fault that Fedor's management and Fedor are having these types of issues that cause Fedor to be on anything other than a CBS card for the second time. That's not their fault either. But most definitely, they're effing up though, because the stuff isn't getting pushed in a certain way. It's just, I don't know, man. This Showtime stuff can't work with Fedor. You can't put Fedor on Showtime. Simple as that. I mean, they can't be making much money from it, paying Fedor and Werdum. Then again, the rest of this card is going to be pretty light on the paychecks. So pretty much Fedor is going to make about 95% of, Fedor will make about 90% of the check. Fabricio Werdum will take about the other 5%. Cyborg will take the other 5%. Actually, you know what? Damn, they do have some people that they're paying too. Fedor's going to get paid. Verdum's going to get paid. Cyborg is going to get paid maybe $30,000 or something like that. Kung Lee's going to get paid around probably 50, 60. Scott Smith is getting 30 probably. Josh Thompson's probably getting around 30, maybe 40. So, I mean, they are paying these dudes, and it's not like the gate's going to be a lot. And it's on free TV for people who have Showtime. So, they got to get Fedor on CBS. Simple as that. If you have to hold off and just say, Fedor, wait a second, whatever the situation, you have to have Fedor on CBS. That's the way you build your brand, is by having your big dog available to the masses. I've already talked too much about the business side of things, even though, but whatever. Look, Fabricio Werdum's got two things. One of them is world class. That's his jiu-jitsu. The other is just pretty good, and those are his leg kicks. That's what Fabricio Werdum has. He also has some good wins. He's got some wins over Alexander Emelianenko. He's got wins over Overeem. Not Overeem today. Nobody has a win over Overeem. Overeem's undefeated. That's one thing I did want to bring up. People always go, man, Alistair Overeem lost to Chuck Liddell and he lost to Shogun. I'm a big Shogun fan. He lost to Shogun and he lost to Werdum. He's got 10 losses. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Alistair Overeem has 0 losses. Some old, as in younger, skinny 205 beanpole version of Alistair Overeem, yeah, he's got 10 losses. But the Ubereem that's out there right now, he's undefeated. When you're 205 and you fight, whatever happens at 255 when you're an absolute beast, that's a different story. I don't know if anybody thinks Chuck Liddell could take on Alistair Overeem today. Damn. Anyways. He's got wins over Antonio Silva, Mike Kyle. He beat Gabriel Gonzaga twice. He was top 10 heavyweight for a while. His losses come to Andrei Arlovsky. That was in the UFC. He lost to Nogueira in Pride, and he lost to Junior Dos Santos also in the UFC, and he was cut shortly after that. Fedor Emelianenko, baddest man alive. He's got the most, one of the most well-rounded games. Very good ground. What am I even talking about? It's Fedor, y'all. Come on, man. It's supposed to be a quick pick. I don't even know what I'm doing here. Fedor has to worry about Fabricio Werdum's jiu-jitsu. That's it. Is he going to be able to deal with it? Yes. Is he going to punch through the guard? Yes. Is he going to attack him on the feet? Like I said before, there's 2 types of ways Fedor approaches a fight. When I respect your stand-up and when I don't. If he respects your stand-up, then you're going to kind of get what happened with Brett Rogers, where he at least respected the power. You're going to get What happened with Andrei Arlovsky, where he respected the stand-up. You're going to get what you get with Krokop, where he respects the stand-up. If he does not respect the stand-up, you're going to get what you get with Tim Sylvia, or Zuluzinho, or Fabricio Verdum. And that's what's going to happen. He's going to swarm Werdum. He's going to come out, bouncy bounce. He's going to stay light on the feet. He's going to have this hand out here just chilling. This hand right here, right around shoulder length. And then, bow. A whole bunch of stuff's going to happen. I think Verdum's going to try and go for a takedown. Fedor's going to stuff it. Fedor's going to get into side control. Something like against Gary Goodridge. And he's just going to pound him out. Verdum's going to try and go to guard. Fedor is going to smash through the guard. The fight will be over in the first 3 minutes of the first round. UFC 116 coming up next week. A lot of ugly stuff happened there. Akiyama was supposed to fight Vanderlei Silva. Vanderlei Silva had a bum knee and now 3 broken ribs. He pulled out. They were like, all right, we'll grab Chris Lieben. Now Akiyama's like, I don't even know if I'm going to take this fight. I don't want to fight Lieben. I've been training for a year for Vanderlei Silva or a big name. What am I going to fight Lieben for? I don't blame him. It's a no-win situation for him. You beat Lieben, what does that do? Nothing. You lose to Lieben, what does that do? Wow. You don't want to be that guy. Akiyama losing to Lieben after supposed to be fighting Vanderlei Silva. You don't want that. Yeah, y'all. Got my first kid. It's a girl. Jalen. Put a picture up, you know. She's about a week and 2 days old. Week and 3 days. June 15th. So, you know, every June 15th, you gotta say happy birthday to Jalen. Jalen Grace. That's Jaelyn for all y'all trying to send birthday cards. And late Father's Day gifts. MMA, y'all. It's important. Peace.